All right. We are live at noon on a Monday. I tell you what, man, it feels good to be back. It feels like we've been on vacation. It's been a week.
I know, man. I miss you when I don't get to see you for a week.
Man, you get to talk to me all the freaking time. Either way,
I
if you're new
know, I
here,
know.
if you all are new here, my name's Christian Clay. The guest that I bring onto the show here, like Corey over here, is an expert in his field. He's a real estate agent on my team, and we do these comprehensive community breakdowns for you. That way, you can not only get to see the areas that you're going to be driving into, we're going to walk through some models for you. We're going to break down the fees and the cost and a lot of pros and cons. And we're going to try to really give you the real because we know that this show is about you all, not about us. So we're going to show you, we're going to educate you. And yeah, we have the live chat open today so you all can chime in, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Corey Hamilton. I don't have the hand clap anymore, man. That thing disappeared.
Yeah, I'll do it myself.
Kathy
We're good.
Blair, she loves these. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Good.
I like the lives. I miss the
I do too.
lives.
I do
If
too.
I could if I
I
could do if I could just do this one thing, we can do way more lives. If I can buy time, like if I can buy time in a can, like I open it up and get, then we don't have to pre-record these things and then
Ooh.
give it to you all. We can just do the lives and you all can chime in. JW
Yep.
says hello. Thank you for chiming in. I really do like these, so I'll make sure that we're at least doing one or two of these a week. But we're still going to give you multiple videos that are just like this, and I promise you, they're not scripted. They're real, just like you see right
Yep.
here. So take it away, Corey.
No, thank you for the introduction.
Yeah.
We're gonna be looking over here in the Epperson Lagoon.
Hold on, real
Another
quick.
one.
Hold on,
What are we looking at? What caught your
right
eye?
here, right
Kid
here.
on the scooter.
Okay, got to watch out. Use the sidewalks. Use the
Hey,
sidewalks.
he's in the bike lane though. He's in the bike lane, so at least he's got a little bit of protection. But I always tell the kids to get on the sidewalk, man. Get on the sidewalk just for your own
Corey, I'm not even
safety.
letting you get to your intro. Check this out. I learned so much. Ended up buying in Richmond. Ended buying a Richmond home in Scenic Terrace after watching your show. I was trying to like add words to what you were saying. I'm glad that you got some good knowledge from our videos. So that's exactly what we do it for. So thank you for chiming
Yeah,
in.
that's yep. So yeah, we're looking over here in the Epperson Lagoon at one of the few builders that's left. There's only three builders left, and they're all in their closeout phases right now. This will community will be sold out, and then Murata Lagoon in San Antonio will be the next phase there. Why people love Epperson is the school districts. That's the main selling point. You'll come through these communities and you'll see a lot of resales as well, along with the new construction, because it's a desirable community. But what goes along with the resale is you're going to get a market interest rate. You're going to have to buy down yourself. You're going to have to pay your closing costs. So with new construction, they're taking care of that. In-house lender will get you a very, very competitive, sometimes in the fives. We've even seen in the fours for interest rates compared to the market's at 7.5 right now.
Now
And they're going to
let
pay.
me chime in real quick on this. Let me chime in,
Yeah,
and Corey's exactly right. The builders are waving the flag and saying, "Hey, we're gonna buy down your rate. We're gonna." On the resale side, like we're still able to get you a lower rate, but it's not one of those guaranteed things. That's something that we have
correct.
to strongly negotiate for you, and we're still negotiating with builders to get you guys more things. But it's not a given on the resale side. So you know, if we want to buy that rate down some, we can ask for. The other day we had a client of ours. We got $18,000 in concessions back to buy down the rate, and I will tell you this: those rates that we are still getting on the resale side aren't as low as we're getting with the builders because they are buying these things
Correct.
in bulk. It's like buying 100 tons of diapers. Each diaper is gonna be a lower price than if I were to get 10 of them. If that would make sense. I'm a diaper guy. Got a baby.
No, you're exactly right. And that's what the builder does. Let's say they'll buy maybe $2 million worth of homes or $5 million worth of homes that they can sell with a certain interest rate that close in a time frame that they can give you. So if it's a quick close, let's say June, maybe early July, they can offer you, hey, this is a guaranteed interest rate that you can get. With that being said, the people that are doing resales have to be, if they want to be competitive with the builder, they're going to have to give you, or we're going to have to negotiate that seller concession to buy down our rate. So it's like you can get the same home that's 3 years old from the builder, or from the resale. If you go to the builder, you can get a brand new home with a warranty, with the closing costs, and with the interest rate that's better. So the resale people do have to flex a little bit to make
And
sure
and
that
I'm
if they
I'm
want to sell their
pretty
home,
sure
we'll get that
the
concession.
audience would like the new home, but I do want to say that the resale homes that are in new communities like this that we help people sell. Sometimes you move in for a
Yep.
year or two or a few months, and you're like, "Hey, I got other
Hmm.
plans now. We have to help you sell it." You're not looking to
Yep.
lose money, so there's a good
Of course.
chance that the price of the resale home that's
Hmm.
2 years old is going to be the same, if not more, because they want to make money than some of these the newer homes that are ready to move in. But that's enough on that subject. I think they get hit the like button if you understand that for us, please.
Yeah, and that's
Thank you.
that's exactly it right there. Is that these people, they do want to sell their homes, and the benefit of going with a resale is that you can close quicker. Sometimes if you want to find a floor plan with a builder, you might have to wait a few months for it to be completed. Resales you can get into in 30 days or less.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so one thing that I'm noticing here, you're flying through this freaking place, right? I know you have to have like nails in your tire. I get them in my tire all the time out here, but looks like
All the time.
we have lots available, yeah?
Yeah, so there are lots for to be built where you can kind of do your own. This is a very specific builder where they're not going to do a complete customized home, but they'll offer different packages if you want to build your home in that 8 to 10 month time frame. But they're also one of the builders that's going to do the spec homes where they completely design it for you. Those are usually their quick move-ins, and right now they're coming in at a great price.
Yes, yes. I would say the bulk of our clients that we help out are they go for spec, meaning that they're not taking that the 8 to 12 months to design and build and
Yep.
break ground and permitting and stuff, which is not a bad
Mm-hmm.
thing. Don't get me wrong. I think that things are more controllable if you can buy a spec home. More controllable because one, you're not spending a lot of money in the design studio, but let's say you do have the money to spend and knock that away. More controllable. You were talking about the rates. I'm circling back to it again, right? Like we know what we can get on an incentive for something that's going to close the next month, two, maybe three, but 8 to 12 months down the road, we can't predict that. We can't predict
That's correct. So, like you said, if you want to do a to be built, you can choose your lot, your floor plan, your design, and if that's what you want, that's a great idea. The builder is still going to give you an allotted amount of money to buy down that rate at that time. We just don't know. We can't predict what that rate is going to be. They'll still offer you the money to close that when you go to close the home to get the interest rate down. However, if you are doing a quick close on one of their spec homes, they can guarantee you a rate, they can lock it in, and you can be ready to go, in 30, 45 days on one of their quick closes. And what the builder does is they're going to drop the price point on these move-in ready homes because they're motivated to sell just because they don't want to pay that holding cost to keep the home.
it. I would love to tell you that these builders are, this might sound bad, are like passionate about making these beautiful homes for you, which they are in a sense. But at the end of the day, these are businesses, right? So they want to move
Yeah.
product. So they're going to do what they can to move it. Now, let's just kind of hone in on the community over here.
Yeah.
Beautiful views out here for Epperson, right? People don't, for those of you who don't know, Epperson is like, I think the first community to have the man-made crystal lagoon within the community as an amenity for people to go and swim and kayak and bars, etc. Yeah.
Yep. It's the first man-made lagoon in the United States. Like you said, this community has thousands of homes. However, this particular section of the community is at the most northern part. It's kind of isolated. There's no connecting roads to the community. There is the golf cart path, but you won't see any through traffic coming in here, which is really nice. So the only people that are driving around this part of the community are just residents that live here. There's no one taking, roads to get anywhere.
Oh
There's a
no.
Oh, that was such a good video right there. You just ruined it. But
Look at
yeah,
that. Look at
there's
that.
only about 100 home sites with this builder, and then there's one other builder up here. So you're looking at a couple hundred homes in this particular part, as opposed to the thousands that are in Epperson, which we think is really nice. There's a bunch of conservation and wetlands around this
Look at the
area as well.
paver driveways,
Yes,
the stone elevation on the finishes.
stone elevation, and you notice that the pavers goes out to the apron of the
Yeah.
driveway as well. It doesn't just end at the sidewalk, which I think is a nice feature because you'll see a lot of homes in our videos that they offer pavers, but they're going to end right at the end of your driveway where the sidewalk starts, and the rest is just going to be concrete. It's nice to have that full entryway of paver
Yeah, it's
driveway.
grand, right? It feels a little more elevated than some of the other builders. It stands out. The reason why I'm
Absolutely.
calling it out is because it stands out to me as somebody that
Yep.
sees new homes all of the freaking time. Like that thing that pops right there. So in my mind, in which we're going to take you all through a tour of one of these homes, they do a great job. This is one of those builders that we like from a finish standpoint, from a layout standpoint. It's not as cookie cutter as some may think. So we do enjoy the product that they do offer.
Absolutely. And these homes can go anywhere from around 1,750 square feet all the way up to a little over 3,500 square feet.
Yeah.
Price range is going to be around 430 to about $700,000. So there's a little bit of everything in this community, but you'll notice that it is one of those we would say a move up builder to almost custom, because like you said, you can't customize everything in the home, but you get different packages within the home, which
Absolutely.
is nice.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, the best part is that a little hidden gem that I don't think a lot of people know about in the Epperson Lagoon is that you do have King Lake right in the center of the community. It is this beautiful, huge, like 15-acre lake. We have this is right here is going to be a house that you can rent out for parties and events. You got parks, playgrounds, green space, a dock for
Yeah, it's like a
fishing. You
little
could probably,
hidden area back. If and the reason why that screen popped up, I was gonna Google Epperson Lagoon to show you all like
yep,
the main amenity center, but just think of like this right here doesn't look anything like the center of the community where you have like this beach party going on at all times. So to have this serene pocket in here to me is I've never seen this part yet. This is interesting to me.
yeah, yeah. This is huge because everyone can Google Epperson Lagoon. You can get a ton of
Do
videos,
it,
a
by the way,
ton of
people. After the video,
imagery.
Google it.
Yeah, check out the Epperson Lagoon. But I think this is one of those features of the community that a lot of people don't know about. But it is like it's very picturesque, and we have homes in this community that have lots that back right to this lake. So that's why I was like, it
Yeah.
does give you a little bit of that tranquility, that privacy, the quietness that people are looking for. But you're still right in the center of Wesley Chapel, where you can get to all the
Yeah.
shopping and dining, the schools. We have highly rated schools in the area and a couple charter schools that you can apply to in the Pasco County website as well. So
Talk
there,
to them
it's
about that real quick. So, because a lot of people aren't really used to the school systems, especially like in
yep,
an area like Wesley Chapel. Obviously,
yep,
most people aren't selling and then moving back to Wesley. Like they're not
mm-hmm,
really staying with it. When people are selling during these times, they're usually relocating. But for those people
right.
that call us all the time and they're like, "What is a charter school? How does that work? What's the difference between a private school and a charter school, or a open community school for everybody?"
Right. So, like you said, in this area, we have some highly rated B plus and A schools. You're going to have Watergrass Elementary, Thomas E. Whiteman Middle School, and Wesley Chapel High School. But there's also the Innovation Preparatory School, which is K through 8, and then we have the new Kirkland Ranch High School. So those are two schools that you can test into and apply for to get into a charter school, which is much like a college prep school or a private school, but they're free.
They're
So
free.
these are
Exactly.
they're that is the huge benefit of having those two schools. But the public school system here is in Wesley Chapel is like you said, highly rated, and you can't go wrong with that either. But to have the option to do that, Pasco has choice schooling, so you can apply to different schools that aren't within your restricted area of residence, but you just have to transport your children to that
Yeah.
school. So
If
you
you're
won't
okay
get
with
bused to a
making that
school if you
drive,
apply.
then you
Yep.
have the ability to do so. And I think that opens up opportunity for people. Get this, okay? Like if when you're going to a charter school, you do have to test in. There's a lot of times that there is a waiting list. And so to have,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, school of choice where you're waiting on the preferred school that you really want, and then your secondary school may be a little further away. You're like, hey, I'm going to take my child to the secondary school of my choice. I can take them there every day while I'm waiting in this waiting list over here. But the flexibility is there. And so that's kind of what you're paying for when you're in this county out here.
Yeah, that's what makes Wesley Chapel one of the most desirable areas is that we do have these school systems where public schools are good. There's a bunch of innovation academies, and then you get these beautiful lagoons and these amenities and new construction homes. That's what's selling out Wesley Chapel right now.
Shout out to you, Andrew Tyson, best realtors out there. We appreciate you. At the end of the day, everybody,
Yes.
it all boils down to the same thing. We want to provide you as much value as we possibly can. Showing you these communities, walking through the homes and such. I think anybody could do that. Like what we want to do is make sure that we're answering your questions. So whether it's on live, whether it's a text or an
Yep.
email above, you don't even have to really be relocating. Chime in. Let us help you. Sometimes we have to dig around and find some things that we were on a meeting this morning, and there's gray areas in real estate, right? And so
Yep.
sometimes there's digging that we have to do as agents to make sure that we're getting the right information for you. So, but we do appreciate you. Hopefully, we're bringing value to everybody out there watching. So, all right,
Yep.
do we want to jump into this home tour before everybody falls asleep?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's check out this
Hold on,
home.
we can't go into the home tour. No, we cannot go into the home tour now. We have 7 live people watching. We have 1 like. Get me to 4 likes and we'll jump into this home tour. And so, come on, people, help us out here.
I like your thinking, Christian. You got to pressure the people, huh?
Yeah,
Hey,
we're not gonna
we
come for
do
you.
provide, like you said, though, we do provide a lot of value to our clients. That when you are buying the home buying process is just, there's a lot that goes into it, especially if you're a first time home buyer. There's a lot of gray areas. There's a lot of corners that you might turn and you didn't know this was going to happen. Fees, and there's a lot of negotiation that goes into buying the home as well. So having trusted realtors on your side that are going to make sure that you're getting the proper deal, the right home, the right area, a floor plan that's functional for you, that it's super, super important. And we're actually looking for one of our clients in San Francisco. I know she's going to see this video. We're not going to show your home. I know you're waiting to put in that offer. She has to sell her home first, but I told her we're reserving that one for you. But we have clients that are looking in this area and they trust that they're across the country. So they trust our boots on the ground to make sure that we're going through, talking to the builder, showing them the floor plan, showing them the neighborhood, putting the drone up, and then also talking to them about the equity that they can build in the home, things that they can change, vendors that we use to help them improve things in the home that they want to change that might not be desirable when they move in. But hey, we know someone that can change it. Here's the cost. Here's how we can negotiate the deal and maybe put that into your cost.
That's a good segue. We bumped up to 4 likes pretty quickly. Thank you all. That it's very simple. The moment that
Now we
likes
can show the
cost,
home.
the moment that likes cost money, then I'll tell you guys, hey, look, save your money. You don't have to like the video, but it's totally free right now. So chime in if you
Yeah,
could.
yeah.
Link in bio if you really want to check this out. Type in your home address, find the value of your home. I made this because Zillow said my client's home was worth this, and we sold for this. I think that's a nice chunk of change if you ask me. Totally free. Link in bio. Make sure you check that out. All right, let's get right to it. I'm excited
Yes,
about
this
this
is
so they can actually see how these finishes look, and the layout that this builder has on their floor plans are just a little different. They try to mix some of the things up and utilize a lot of the space, which I like.
right. And there are some structural options too with these homes. For example, this one's going to be a 4 bed, 3 full baths, 3 car garage, but they do offer this floor plan with a bonus, which is going to be a top floor. This is a single floor home or 1-story home, but you can get a bonus with the second floor that's going to have a game room, another bathroom, and another bedroom.
Right. So if you
Which I
love this floor plan, but you're just like, I don't like ranch style single level homes. Like I want like a lot. You can just simply get that added on to the top there. And sometimes they'll spec them out like
absolutely,
that, right? So if you don't have the time frame
exactly.
that, to build, then you can get you a spec like this. But pay attention to this first level layout and to the finishes as well. And we'll try to point out some of the things that we think bring value within the home if you're
Yep.
looking to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. And what they do with this builder is, like I said, they have those packages you can buy. So their standard features are pretty awesome anyway, but they do have a gold package, a platinum package, and a diamond package that they're at, the prices of those go from 17,000, 27,000, and 37,000 for
Okay,
the,
got you. So you're saying the difference in price point. So it was 17,000.
correct,
What was the other two?
27,
27.
27,000 for the platinum, and then
Yep.
37,000 for the gold or for the diamond package there.
And,
And that's if
and
you're doing a to
that's
be built home.
Oh, got you. Because obviously you get the opportunity to select, but there could be
Yes.
an opportunity for a home that's spec'd out to have that diamond or platinum, whatever that
That
37,000 more value
that's
in the home is.
exactly it. So I'm looking at the inventory sheet right now for this floor plan. They have one in platinum A, platinum B, they have a diamond A. So they're not just one set. So if you do a platinum, they have an A, B, and a C package, which are going to be different colors, floors, countertops, cabinetry, carpeting. So you're not just stuck with one. If you go platinum, one color, they're going to have different options for you within that color if you're doing a to be built. But also, like you said, with their spec and inventory homes that they already have built, there's different options of those colors and packages. So if you want to get this floor plan, but maybe you didn't want to get the diamond package, you want to come down a little bit, you can get the gold package for the same floor plan.
I would say this to my people that are out there looking to build. Um, we help people like that all the time. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to selecting these packages or a design studio, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, because there is going to be some things that you just don't need, but your heart
Yep.
really, 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 really wants, right? And I
Yep.
went to go
Yep.
take my truck to the shop the other day and to get an oil change because I get it from the dealership that I got my truck from, and they always sit me inside of a new truck, and I have to take a deep breath, and I'm just like, no, 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 no. So there's things that you want, there's
Yep.
things that you do need, but just keep in mind that there are things that you could do aftermarket, right? Like if there's a particular flooring that you like, maybe you can wait it out a year or two or three and then get it for a more affordable price aftermarket when you do it by whoever you want to do it by. Okay.
Yep. And
So
that's
something to keep
exactly
in
what
mind.
it is. With our clients, we're not just opening doors. We are going through these consultations with them, like, what do you need? What's affordable to buy in this home? And what can you do aftermarket that's going to be more affordable than if the builder does it? Because the builder marks up the prices on every one of these upgrades. So if you can hold out on cabinetry, crown molding, we have a
Backsplash,
whole list,
anything. Yeah.
backsplash, anything. Yeah, you can customize it because, like you said, they're giving you packages, not just, you can't pick every single option. So
Yeah.
if this is a package you like and you don't like the backsplash, maybe we can get a lesser package and we can do our own backsplash at a more affordable cost at, like you said, 1, 2, 3 years down the road, whatever your timing is. But we do have that list of vendors that we use so we can get you with the right people that are going to come in and do this work for you. And you don't have to do your own research. We've vetted these people, we've used them for many of our clients, and we know who's going to come in and do the best job for you and at an affordable cost as well. So these are things, if the builder doesn't offer it, don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah.
We can
Same thing
get you
with
with the right
screening. I'm over
people to
here
get the
looking at
job done.
screening. This is something that is done aftermarket by a lot of our clients all of the
Yep,
time. We have plenty of clients that are,
every time.
the moment I move in, like, hey, I'm adding a screen right away. So
Have to.
a lot of
You
these
have to.
builders don't do that, but don't freak out. Like you'll have options now, because now you can add a door on this side over here instead of having it over here. Or you see this one doesn't have the kick plate at the bottom. Would love to hear what people think about that. But that little kick plate at the bottom is designed like if it rains and it hits the ground, the water doesn't splash inside, but it gives you more of
Yep.
a panoramic view. So, but you'll have options. You'll definitely have options.
No, that's a very good point. I didn't even think about that when I was
This
going
looks
through
like a
this home
Pulte
either with
floor
the kick
plan.
plate.
This looks like the what's that single story Pulte floor plan that we help a lot of people with. They have that has that really grand big opening. The reason I bring that up is this little dining nook right here. It's like right when you walk into the
Yep.
Pulte plan, you got that dining nook right here.
Yeah, that
Not that
also
I
looks like a
expect you to
Taylor
just know
Morrison
every
floor
floor
plan
plan off
too.
your head. Taylor Morrison? Oh yeah, yeah. Taylor
Yeah,
Morrison does
Taylor
a really
Morrison
good job.
has a floor plan that's just like this too. But the function of this home is awesome. The two bedrooms to the one side with the bathroom, you have a separate full bathroom and bedroom over on this side, and then the owner suite is on the back of the house. So you do have privacy amongst the bedrooms in a single story home. I know that's one thing that people, when they are looking for a 2-story home, they're like, I like having the bedroom separate, so it gives you a little more privacy. The way they lay out the single story, which I know you're a huge fan of the single stories with all the square footage, this is a super functional floor plan for 4 bedrooms, which could be 5 if you do want to add the bonus to the second
Yeah,
level.
we should show that in a video in the future here. That bonus up top, just kind of give them an idea of what it
Yep.
looks like. But now that I'm thinking about it, Pulte does the same thing. Oh, Mr.
Yep.
Okoro!
John,
Hey!
hey man, that's our guy, man. I haven't heard from him in a while. Hope you're doing
I
good,
miss you.
John,
I
and the
miss you,
and
John.
the
I hope you're
and your
doing
wife
great,
and the
man.
boys.
I hope you're
Yep.
doing
Yep.
great, man. I'm glad you jumped in there, man. I really am. Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
me too, man. Me too. Coming, they're down there in Apollo Beach. Apollo
Yeah.
Beach. They bought it.
Let
They
us
got a
know
home
how it
down
is.
there that they love.
I'm gonna be you'll be getting one of these update text messages from me here in maybe a week or two. I think it's gonna end up happening. But I would love to know your because it's been what, a year now, maybe? How long has it been
It's
for
it's just about a year this time last year that they found a home.
Yeah, so would love to get a year update. Also, let me know in the comments below or on live, like, would you all want us to bring on some clients to the show and have them talk about their experience, whether it be in a city that's new or a community, or maybe even a review of their first year or month or,
Yeah.
whatever in a particular builder? Let me know if that would bring value to you. You guys have to chime in and let me know whether it's on this live or on the comments, whatever. Want to bring you as much value as we possibly can, because there's good and bad to everything. So
Yeah, of course. And speaking of the value too, with these to be built lots, they're going to give you up to $37,000 in upgrades. So you can, if you want to build a lot right now for the summer, their hot summer deal, you can get a diamond package, which is at $37,000. You can get one of the higher upgrades of the homes. And with this diamond package, they're doing 5.25 inch baseboards. You know, when you see that, it's like it looks kind of insane. But they
that's
do
what you're
these
looking at
super.
right here. This to me looks like five and a quarter. These look like the
Yep.
same
So
exact baseboards that I have in my house. I have five and a quarter.
absolutely. And then you get the 16 rows of the Listello tile in the owner's bathroom. Like they do some really nice finishes with that diamond package, but you can get it on the builder's dollar if you do want to build or go under contract this summer. Also, they're going to give you up to $30,000 in closing cost fees and rate buy down if you're doing a to be built. If you want to do a spec or inventory home right now, they're dropping the prices up from 40 to 60,000 on move-in ready homes. Their homes are going to be done in the next few months. But we can also probably negotiate closing cost assistance, and that's where you having a trusted realtor on your side really comes into
Absolutely,
play. You know,
absolutely.
it yeah, exactly. People. I don't think people realize that the money that they lose not using a realtor. Like it's
Mm.
everyone's trying to cut corners or maybe go to the builder by themselves. That might not even be in your best interest if you're trying to be cost effective because we can negotiate a lot with these builders. We know what their lot premiums are, where we can cut the costs on them, how motivated they are to sell. And that's where we can save you tens of thousands of dollars in your moving process, which you can put back into your home or for your relocation costs.
Yep. I would say this, another benefit to at least working with us, I would say, is that
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about vetting the vendors that we've had, but we've also vetted the builders. Like
Yep.
this builder right here within this community may have three, four, five different reps that are working for them inside of their model.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't think that we've already done, whether it was conversational, whether it was a full transaction, some sort of business with all of them, and found out who's the person that's going to answer the phone, who's going to be honest, who's going to, you know, uh, let you know what could be done. So like we've already kind of filtered out, and we usually have our preferred reps that we work with. And sometimes they'll give us a little nod when things are coming back, or when they think that they could get a lower price on it. They won't tell you, right? They're not going to put on their website, we're going to knock this home down X amount of dollars. Maybe they will, but maybe there's a little more wiggle room. And so when we have the people that we work with, that we're close with, we've done business with, and we prefer, sometimes they'll say, hey, I think we can get another 20 off of that thing. It's not always guaranteed. And I'm not here promoting that, hey, we will get you the best deal. Like, I'm confident in our ability to negotiate for you. But it really depends on the circumstances of the community, how much they're selling, how much demand, how much supply they have. So it's really a case by case scenario, but good to
And
definitely have those reps.
it's funny you mention that too because our we will be soon buyer in this community from California. She was asking me about learning about a certain home that's on the market right now that's going to be move-in ready, and she wanted to just get more information about it, specific colors that were in the package and stuff. And she was like, "Who do I speak to?" I sent her the rep's name that we work with this community. She reached out to him on his day off. He responded, answered, gave her all the information, and she got right back to us and was like, "Hey, this guy is awesome. He gave me all the information I needed." So like you said, we don't just vet our vendors, we vet the communities and we get you with the best agents. Because believe it or not, some of the agents in these communities, aren't
Hey,
the
listen,
best.
yeah,
They
we
aren't the
vetted them.
best, or
Yeah,
they're lazy, or
it kind of
they don't, on their day
naturally
off they shut their phone off. So
it naturally happens, right? It's not like we go in there like, okay, we want to vet these. No, no, we've worked with some bums before. Like when I say bums, like
we do,
it's a figure of
and
speech of somebody that doesn't want to pick up the phone or says that they're on
yeah,
vacation every single day. It happens, right? And so naturally, we're just like, hey, team meeting, we're not going to work with this person again. We're going to work with this person. They pick up the phone, they're going to answer, whatever the case may be. And why is that important to you? Sometimes you have to be fast on these things. How many times have
yep,
we, for instance, you're talking about somebody that loves a particular lot. A weekend blows by and that lot's gone, And if you don't
yep,
have somebody that's in the loop that's saying, "Hey, there's more activity on this lot. You guys might want to act fast." You can lose it like
yep,
that, and
100%.
you will not be happy about that. You will not be happy about that.
Yep, and we, like you said, we work with some of the bums, and they don't give us that information. We complete the process with them. We complete the process and we close the home, but then we know for next time, hey, maybe we don't want to work with that agent, and we work with a different agent, and the experience is completely different for our buyer and for us. With just the timing of the responses, being available on their days off, which we don't want to hound people when they're not working because they need to have personal life. But a lot of these agents they have their weekdays off. They
Hmm.
don't. They work on the weekend, so it's like on Tuesday and Wednesday, the world doesn't stop. Lenders are still working, buyers are still working, we're still working, so they have to be available. So we find the right agent. So when you come to us and you're like, I want to look at this community, we're like, this is the person we're going to be working with because we know that they're going to do good work for us. They're going to work quick, efficiently. They're going to give us those little heads up on, hey, I have someone else applying for this home. Maybe you need to move if you do want it, so we can get you the
That's
home that you
huge.
want.
That right
It's
there is huge.
huge.
That
It's
right there is
huge, and
huge because I mean, you feel like it's you against really how it needs to work. People is like once you find the builder and the home that you like. I mean, we're not going to go to the rep and say it's done deal, but a lot of times when you don't really have that relationship with that rep, it almost feels like it's you against the rep, right? Like you can't do that poker
it
face
is.
thing where you're just like you're like maybe I'm going to make an offer on the lot, and you don't want to give too much information. You feel like you're going to kind of give up too much, and it's like poker face. But when you have a rep that you can work with and you're comfortable with, you can just be straight up with them, like, hey, what could we get down to? When could we get this? And they'll work. At the end of the day, they want to sell. They want to sell you something, right? So you got to
And
be.
it's also their job to get the most money out of the deal for the builder. It's what they're expected to do. They don't want to give away everything because that's not what their management team wants. So we're being able, like you said, to work with these agents, have us on your side, that we know the right agent, we know that they're willing to work with us. It makes the process significantly different. If you go in by yourself, it's going to be you versus them, and they're going to
Yeah,
push back on everything. If you come with us, when we work with the correct agent in the community, it's going to be like we're all working together to get this
we're
deal
like
done.
bald headed bouncers.
That's it, man.
Like
That's
we
it. We're
walk
gonna,
in and we just tell you, we're just like, let's just, we got a family next to us. We're like, we got this. We walk in and then they say, oh, okay, Corey and Christian's here.
and you
Okay, guys.
you even saw last weekend when you were out here in Wesley Chapel. Every community you went into, every agent right away was like, "Oh, hey, Corey,"
Yep, yep, yep,
like
yep.
we know these agencies. We work very well with them. We work with them a ton too, so they're like kind of part of our team. But we also know who to not go to, because sometimes you'll work with. We were working with a client in New York. They did not like their agent. They literally didn't want to buy in the
Their
community. So
rep.
like, we just get
They didn't
their
like their
rep,
rep,
their
meaning they went
their
to the
rep from the
builder and
builder.
was dissatisfied with that person and that builder.
They
So what
love
they
the
have to
home and
do
they
now is
love
they
the
have to
community.
leave and come back. Hopefully they run into another rep, but that's it's kind of a guessing game with that.
It is. And once you do meet with the rep, they will put you under their file so you can only
Right.
work with them. So
Yeah, if
that's
you
why if you
call in,
work
they're
with
going to be like, "Oh, you're
us,
working with so and so."
yep, so that's why it's important to work with us, because we will get you to the right agent as well. These people wanted to buy the home, but they didn't like the rep so much that they just went somewhere else.
Hmm.
So it's
Hmm.
like, getting with the correct rep for the builder is huge. And that's why if you come to us, we're going to make sure that we get you the right community, the right home, the right agent that's going to help you through the process. And relocation is already, it's a huge move. And a lot of
Yeah,
times it's people's
it's a
last
lot.
move. It's there a lot of, we work with a lot of clients like, this is going to be our forever home. This is where we're going to retire. This is where we're going to, this is the property we're going to inherit to our children. So it's such a big process that we want to make sure that you're getting value in your home, you're getting equity in your home, you're going to love the community in the area, not just now, but in the future, what's coming to the area, what's going to be surrounding your home that you might like or dislike. So
Hmm.
knowing our areas the way we do and being the experts in Wesley Chapel and Lakeland and Haines City, that's it's unbelievable value that we can give to our clients. And once they close the home, you saw the text we got from one of our clients that went under contract the other day. They're like, we were all over the place until we got with you guys. And
Yeah.
they met with us in 1 week, met with both of the husband and the wife. They
Yeah.
put a home under contract immediately
Yeah. With confidence too, right? We did
with
a map
confidence.
consultation with them, and like a lot of times you all watch the video, so it's a gift and a curse because, like Corey was saying, we do cover ground, right? We cover Orlando and Tampa in between, and we have agents that kind of live in those areas. But it's a gift and a curse because you all will call in or text us, and you'll name every place that we want to be like. I want to buy something, but I'm thinking of these 12 places that you show, and it's such a wide spectrum. And so during our consultation process, we'll break down a map for you and just really
Yep.
get you to understand, where you're buying, what you're seeing in the future, all of the things that I kind of look at too, like Corey and the team, they're really, really good at, the process of new construction and negotiating and stuff. What I typically look for and try to help you all with is where your equity is going to be in the future. Are you going to be safe, right? And I try to give you a gauge for like, you're going to be safe regardless of what the market does in this area. This area, you're going to be a little less safe in a sense of like, the prices could go a little, they could fluctuate a little more. So
Yep.
we try to make sure that we're hitting all of those spectrums because it's not just about walking into this home and seeing it. We can put this home anywhere. What happens when you walk outside? What's going to happen for the future of the area, et cetera, et cetera. I think you all get it.
100%. You nailed it right there.
Well, I thought that was great. I think that we did more than
Yep.
just break down the community and the builder.
Yeah.
All in all, like if you, I know we didn't get to show you a video of the lagoon. You probably have saw some of our videos on that. If you haven't, and you're considering the Tampa suburb, Google Google Epperson Lagoon or Mirada Lagoon. Epperson or Mirada. This is Epperson right here, and then you'll be able to see what the amenity center looks like. It's like a beach within the community. But this builder checks a lot of boxes for a lot of people. They're definitely on that move up side. They offer some great finishes, and they, like most builders, they're giving incentives, and maybe we can get you a little more. So hopefully that
Yep.
brought you
Or
value. You have anything else for them?
they could just check out your YouTube videos too. We got videos in Epperson and Mirada Lagoon, so you can just look on Christian's page and see the videos and see some of our clients that we've closed deals with in the community, some of their
Yeah.
responses and their
We
reactions
have some
to.
cool videos
Uh,
on there. If you YouTube just my name, Christian Clay, you'll see like my main YouTube channel. This one's
mhm.
more so for the team community breakdowns, but me and Corey have that Murata Lagoon episode recently, maybe
Yeah,
4 or 5 videos down. It,
that's
it was
great.
pretty cool. I'd love to do more of that. We're pretty much
Yeah,
driving around, knocking on our clients' doors, showing you guys some stuff. So it was definitely a good episode. And you'll get to learn a little more about the lagoons. Either way, if you are not subscribed, here's my suggestion. It, Click the subscribe button because how the algorithm works, if you're not subscribed, you're probably one of the people that aren't liking or commenting. So like after 3, 4, 5 videos, it'll just go away. Your algorithm will start feeding you some other stuff. Hit the like button. All right, super simple. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for us if you could, and yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
all right.